We were seeing earlier in the bulletin the effects of some of the storms and the rain in the southwest of England, all the flooding there.
Yeah, that's right, Ben. I wonder, quite a few of you perhaps a bit tired this morning? Well, chances are it was these noisy thunderstorms responsible. Some of us waking up with these loud cracks of thunders, but for others, we had some extreme falls of rain in Swindon, a month's worth of rainfall in just the space of an hour. That caused some flash flooding. Had some flash flooding yesterday as well in parts of Devon. Now, looking at the weather picture this week, it's often going to be wet and windy because we've got a very powerful jet stream across the Atlantic at the moment, and that's blowing at 150 miles an hour. It's the jet stream that makes and moves our areas of low pressure, and so we're going to see low after low affecting the UK over the next few days. So a turbulent, windy, blustery kind of autumnal spell of weather. And then, well, do you know what? 5 days ago we had this Hurricane Lee spinning around in the tropical Atlantic. It turned into a normal area of low pressure over the weekend and brought some strong winds and some heavy rain to eastern Canada. And the remnants of that hurricane are actually tied up with this area of low pressure that will be affecting our shores during Wednesday.
I'm sure many of you were woken up by the storms last night. So let's get more on the weather with Kate.
Good afternoon. Autumn is very much on the way this week. It was another humid night last night. However, as a result, we had some thunderstorms, frequent flashes of lightning you could see here in Shepperton overnight, rumbles of thunder. But they've been clearing through and the clouds been breaking. Some sunny spells developed earlier on this morning. And as a result of those showers clearing out of the way, we've got some fresher air behind it. So it is going to feel a little cooler.
Now, Sally's with me now. And Sally, the heat wave just ended with what we could call a bang last night.
I know. I had a very good whinge about it, but now it's gone. I miss it. And yes, I slept like a baby last night, so I missed all of this. But if you look at this graphic here, you can see the rain coming through. There you go, right. The yellow is the lightning strikes, and then the green and the blue is the rain. So we got some torrential downpours last night, which woke people up, not me. And then there they are. Look at those lightning strikes. They're all in south and southeast London. They've got Peter got one, Shafak got one, and Ricard, there you go, he got that one. I'm awful at taking photos of lightning. I bring the camera out and then it goes. The storms pass through, but some parts of the southwest got a month's rainfall, so there have been some awful problems down there. So we kind of got away with it to some extent. But what's it like over the next few days? It's staying unsettled, Ronke. We're in autumn. I hope you've got your umbrellas and I hope you've got your coats, because sometimes you might need them. Here we go. Hello again. A very good evening to you. I hope you've had a good start to the week. It's feeling a bit autumnal, isn't it? We've got further outbreaks of rain this week. It's turning windier, and as a result, it is feeling fresher.
Hi there. Well, plenty to talk about with the weather, Fiona. Unfortunately, most of it stormy as well. We've had some pretty threatening looking skies to begin the day today, and some heavy rain, even some thunderstorms. But eventually in Barnsley, and for many of us, the story improved. We had some sunshine into the afternoon, but the weather remains pretty volatile right throughout the week. A real autumnal flavour. The reason being the jet stream, which has now centred itself right across the UK, and as we all know by now, it's the jet that's responsible for driving in areas of low pressure off the Atlantic.
Now, did you see here or were woken up by the thunder and rain last night? Check out these pictures. This was the sky above Shepperton, where thunder and lightning with torrential downpours struck after midnight in some places. And just a reminder, by the way, you can always get in touch with us with your pictures or footage. Just search online for BBC Weather Watchers. Well, after a dramatic night, let's get the latest check on the weather with Kate. You were probably awake anyway.
Absolutely not, Riz. It was way past my bedtime. I missed the whole thing, but I did see the pictures, so thank you for sending those in. The legacy of those thunderstorms, though, this morning was the cloud. We had further showers through the morning. Also, we were left with the humidity. It was really quite warm first thing this morning. In fact, through mid-morning, Kew Gardens was at 20 Celsius. But that humidity is slowly being edged out of the way. The cloud cleared. We got some blue sky and sunshine towards the end of the afternoon. And we're starting to feel just a little bit fresher.
Hello again. Although not on the same scale as the severe thunderstorms we had last night, we have had some pretty heavy downpours across parts of East Anglia and Cambridgeshire through the day today. These storms produced around 11 millimetres in the space of just 1 hour, which is a pretty hefty downpour of rain.
And let's go back to Alex, who is in Salford for us tonight. Alex.
Hello, good evening. Yes, that's right, Lucrezia. It has been a real mixed bag of weather here in the northwest of England today. We are at RHS Bridgewater, which has 154 acres of landscape gardens, and it really is quite beautiful here. But the plants, flowers and trees, well, they've been dealing with moments of photosynthesis where the sun's been basking on them, and then seconds later, they've been dripping wet with heavy showers which have been passing through, and it really has felt quite autumnal today, and that certainly is going to be a bit of a feature as we head through the next few days, and the gardens here are going to get even more of a watering as we head through. Let's take a look at where the weather warnings are issued for tomorrow. And as you can see, Salford, where I am at the moment, is very much covered in the warnings. They kick in at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, lasting right the way through to Wednesday. The reason we're getting this unsettled weather is actually the remnants of ex-Hurricane Lee, which has crossed the Atlantic and is very much with us as we head through the next 48 hours or so. So prepare for more outbreaks of rain, perhaps even more impact. So keep a watchful eye on the forecast as we head through. Looking at the pressure pattern setup, you can see just how changeable our weather is going to be as we head through. As I say, it is going to be dominated with areas of low pressure, outbreaks of rain, and at times some fairly strong winds. No wind warnings in place yet, but tomorrow certainly is going to be quite windy. Well, as we head through the course of this week, you won't regret it if you keep your brolly handy. You will need it at times. It's going to be a case of outbreaks of rain, some fairly heavy showers, maybe even on the thundery side. The wind picking up from time to time as well, and temperatures are going to be on the cooler side at times, below average. So certainly feeling quite autumnal as we start to approach the autumn equinox at the end of this week, creeping into the weekend. That's the way it is looking this Monday evening. As I say, a fairly unsettled week to come with weather warnings in place to keep a watchful eye. There could be more updates and perhaps more impacts with that heavy rain tomorrow.